Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Thank you as always for all your questions. Mario's here. Nice close-up of Mario's head. Look, beautiful. Shaka's here. Don still hasn't managed to work out his seat.
I'm not touching it. Because I know if I touch the seat, it'll go lower.
Hey, not many people make me feel tall, Don. But
If I touch it, it will go lower.
How has your trip been so far?
Very good.
Yeah.
Got in late last night, a bit jet-lagged.
It's been all right?
Yeah.
I didn't know Dom was going to be here.
I woke up at 4.
Very pleasant surprise.
Woke up at 5.
Nice.
Woke up at 6.
There we
Woke
go.
up at 7.
Yeah.
And I'm away.
And you're good. I want to ask you boys before we get to these. I saw Xabi Alonso taking his first training session at Real Madrid today. Mario, what's it like when a manager has his first session? Is everyone a little bit kind of better behaved? Everyone's on time? Is everyone trying to show off? Like, how does it work? How's that dynamic work?
Of course, the manager comes in there, I'm going to tell you, look, you're going to have the guys who were like the most difficult guys in the team, with the manager prior to that, and they are the first leading the line when you have to run.
Brilliant.
If the manager says, okay guys, we go running now, everybody is there. You sometimes looking at them say like, you were never doing that. Okay, because you know, everybody gets, all the chances are for everybody again there. So everybody's turning up, everybody's on time, all the difficulty what you were doing before, you're not doing that again. And then later on, when you see the manager doesn't play them, then you see them dropping back to what they were doing prior to that. Before that, it's all the same.
You know the funny ones, Dan, is the guys that are late every single day.
Yeah.
You can call them, can't you, Shaq?
Oh, yeah.
You just know the guys that are late all of a sudden he's half an hour early. And you call them out and
first
go,
day training.
yeah, you go, what are you doing half an hour early? You're late every single day.
Yeah.
Trying to put on a show.
Brilliant. But everyone is on their best behaviour.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
First day of school. It's like the first day of school.
And then you get dropped and you go, come in later.
That's it, that's done. Four
you
big
see?
sides have had a rough week. Germany, France, Spain and England. Which of the 4 managers has the biggest task on their hands?
Tuchel.
Thomas Tuchel, you think so?
Yeah.
More than Germany?
I'm just not sure Thomas Tuchel with England's going to work. I just don't get the sense he's a fantastic technician, he is. Tactical coach, should I say. But in terms of being warm and getting the best out of these England players...
He's rejuvenated Jordan Henderson. Who would have the vision to play him?
I mean, what I would say is I thought the critics went over the top. Watching that England game, I thought, how many of those England players really wanted to play in that
Nobody
game?
watched it over here.
How many wanted to play in it?
Yeah.
How many really wanted to play in that when all the seasons have been finished a couple of weeks?
Yeah.
Their performances, we've seen a million times, we'll see a million times again. Season's finished, couple of weeks in, international game. Not because the players are disinterested or got a lack of heart to play in it, just there's so much on the line for a busy season to then turn up in an international game and try and turn it on. Just not in you.
Mario, do you agree out of those 4 teams, England and Thomas Tuchel have got a bigger task than, say, Lopetegui?
Yeah, it's going to be tricky for him. Why? Because everybody's watching it. And also the game that they play there, away from home, playing against the nation. I played there myself when I played for Holland. And if you don't score early, I'm telling you, then you're never going to do well. Right. You know, some games you play with your country, you're never going to do well. Believe me. It doesn't matter. If England would have won 5-0, they would have said like, yeah, but the game wasn't great. So that you already know. So prior to the game starts, you already have to tell the guys in the dressing room, guys, we are not going to play the best game that we know, but we have to bring the energy and make sure that we score early. And I think that is what didn't happen with England, and that's why people jumped on it. So I think for him, you understand, it's going to be a big question to get that team going because they are so talented and so much quality in a side. So it has to come out one day. It cannot every year be the same with England.
You're very passionate, Dan, when you watch England games. When I come over here, you are unbelievably passionate.
Yeah, I think it's the only team I'm passionate about.
Do you get my sense with Tuchel, or do you think it'll work?
I didn't bother watching that game, Don.
No, in terms of, because you know who he is.
Not really. It's be the usual. We'll find out in the big tournament won't we, next year as to what's going to happen. Oh. And it won't be positive.
Scotland.
Did you just chuck in a time will tell?
I think maybe a time will tell.
Is that frowned upon?
We had a big thing with that a couple of days ago.
Is it?
Because I asked Casey if it was right to sack Ange, and he went, time will tell.
I was like,
You can't say time will tell on this show. Obligatory percentage question for Don.
Here we go.
Will Real Madrid win the Club World Cup? What's the percentage chance?
I don't know.
Ooh.
Are you doing any of their games?
No, I've got Dortmund, Porto, Ulsan, Mamelodi Sundowns, South African side.
Yeah.
I
don't really care.
Inter Miami. Got 2 Inter Miami games.
There we go, right.
The answer to that is I don't know, so 50%.
50%?
I think. I think.
So you've got them over the field?
I think so.
Really?
Well, as I said before, I'm really intrigued to see how some of the, like Inter Miami, for example, with Busquets and Messi.
Yeah, but they don't count. They're not.
No. But I'm intrigued to see how they get on.
Atletico Madrid.
Exactly. I'm intrigued to see how they get on in terms of their
City.
fitness. Does City use it as a Rodri pre-season exercise?
Right.
I don't know because I don't know how serious they take it.
Yeah.
So Real Madrid 50%.
Let's say 49. We move on.
25.
Oh my goodness, that's a big dip.
Whoa, why change that one?
Because I know if I went 49, I'd say who's 61 then? He'd try and trip me up somewhere.
It's not a two-horse race. It's 32 teams.
Well, I don't know then. Time will tell.
Time will tell. Shaka, do you think United will suffer the fate of Everton, Leeds, Blackburn, Sunderland? Did you ever imagine these historically important clubs would fall as low as they have?
I don't think Manchester United will suffer certainly as badly as Blackburn, Sunderland, Leeds, Everton. Haven't been relegated, have they? So no, I don't.
Nah, it can't happen.
Yeah, I don't think United will get relegated. I didn't think, nor did I think I'd be talking about a Manchester United team ever being as 15th or whatever the hell it was. But they won't drop any further than that. No.
Don, does it seem like the Serie A managerial jobs are just a deck of cards being shuffled with the same managers being drawn each time? Are owners afraid to go outside of the league to look for candidates? Or do foreign managers not want to come to Serie A?
There's a lot to take in there. I don't get the sense or the feeling that the same old managers get jobs in Serie A. I think Gasperini is a shining example at his age, what you can do. The job that he's done at Atalanta, he's now got the Roma job. I think there's going to be so many...
Allegri? Conte?
Allegri,
there does seem to be quite a managerial merry-go-round.
I think Allegri's done. I watched an unbelievable lot of Juve games when Allegri was in charge, and it was very, very slow and boring and obvious.
Oh, dear.
I don't know where he lands. He might do, because he might land because of the name. But Ivan Juric is back in Serie A. That's a strange appointment coming off the back of Gasperini at Atalanta, completely different style. So I'm intrigued to see how many changes there will be in the summer, because there's going to be loads.
Would 35-year-old Jordan Henderson, Mario, start for any top-half Premier League teams? If no, why is he a star for England with the World Cup a year away?
I should ask you that, Dan.
Well, no, because he's an Ajax boy, isn't it?
Well, let Mario answer and then you answer.
No, because he's an Ajax boy. No, but look, I think, you know what the key thing is here in the Henderson situation? I think he's probably, like the things that he mean to the team, because some of the young boys are saying that. It comes back to the question that we talked about Ronaldo and all of them, right? It comes down to making him understand that sometimes you might not going to be part of the journey of playing wise, but being part of the squad in the sense of like if you're going to bring something that will motivate the team. But away from that, you understand, like at this point now, you have so many young, great talents. Now it has to be like, okay, you have to make sure that he is important for your team, but who is going to play? You guys, come on, man. Sometimes I ask myself, don't you want to use the talents that you have? That's the question that is going to come. And I still believe that Henderson is important for your squad because he has maturity and the things of understanding the game. Yes, I get that. But on the other part, you have so much talent, guys. Come on, you can make a team out of it and making sure that they do whatever Henderson would have done, but then on the younger age.
Who finished in the top 10? Bournemouth? Would he get in their side? Would he get in Fulham side? Brentford side?
I don't care.
What do you think, Dan?
I don't care. Can Don please explain...
We've seen you supporting England.
Can Don please explain when to properly use the terms on the bounce, on the spin, on the trot?
And please, when
and
anytime.
If there are any other British terms I should know.
Well, I always use...
They all mean the same.
Well, I always use one of those three in commentary when a team's in good form.
On the trot, I don't believe I've...
On the trot.
Oh, like 3 wins on the trot.
Exactly, yeah. Like 3 wins on the bounce, 3 wins on the spin, 3 wins on the trot.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
They all mean the exact same thing.
Exact same thing.
For Shaka.
What?
Any advice you'd like to give to Lamine Yamal after his final performance?
Why am I the one to give Lamine Yamal?
I don't know, Shaq, because of course we've seen you with Prime Minister.
Come on, Dad. Talk to us, Dad.
Exactly.
I have to give Lamine Yamal advice.
Mario, you see Shaka was at Downing Street last week. Big time.
No, I didn't.
Yeah?
Yeah, he was there.
He was having a
Shaka,
pint with the
what
Prime
happened?
Minister.
What happened? What did you do there?
Huh? Just-
Oh my
just
God,
hanging
ladies,
out,
Shaka,
hanging out
hey,
in the garden.
I have to give you the bow. I have to give you the bow, my friend, because you achieve things that some of us don't achieve.
Well done. Now, to that point, Shaka, how important is knighthood to English players? And do you have teammates with aspirations of being called Sir one day? Now, you were born in England?
Yeah.
So you're allowed to, you would be eligible for a Knight of the Realm,
I don't know.
OBE, MBE, things like that.
I don't know.
Would it be something you would accept for your,
I think it's great.
your dedication to...
If it was offered, I'd accept it, but I'm not going to go out campaigning
I think it's-
for it.
Well, I think we start that campaign here.
No, we do not. No, we're not
Start
campaigning.
it.
NBA.
Start it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is
No.
in context of David Beckham. And there
becoming
are
a
suggestions
But
that's
it's
something that
special.
he's been chasing over the years.
And she's a Lady Victoria,
Yeah,
I believe.
sorry? Yeah.
I think she gets Lady Victoria.
Right.
I think that's the thing I read.
Okay.
That's a big takeaway here.
I think it's special.
Adelalea that know nothing about.
So John Beresford, John Beresford is MBE. John
Right.
and he was so pleased.
Oh, nice.
He was so pleased.
Yes.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
so.
This is what?
Best in MBE.
Mario, is there
Not
a Dutch
chance.
alternative?
Yeah.
Obviously, for the people who don't know, it's for services to the community or to the country. For example, in England, you get an MBE, a CBE, an OBE, and then like
Yeah.
a big, the Sir is kind of like the crowning.
Yeah,
Music.
Talking about this, I think this is special. Him getting that, it's, I can hear the end. Look, I started a marathon in London at the London Bridge. For me, there was an amazing achievement because of, you understand, coming as a Dutch kid, don't have no English background to it, but then starting the marathon on the London Bridge, I was like, wow, this was really cool.
What's
And
he
it was
talking about?
For the British Heart Foundation. So I say for him, no, but I'm saying this was special for me. But for him to get the knighthood to go after that as a player, of course it's gonna be special. Yes.
How you
I
draw
would, if I had the opportunity.
How you draw a parallel between Beckham getting a knighthood and you running a race? You guys run a race over a bridge.
I said that moment was special for me, so I totally can understand him feeling special about getting the knighthood because mine was a small thing. Mine was a small thing. No, but mine was a small thing and I felt special. So imagine I get a knighthood. I'll be running all the way through England.
So Mario's little medal for running a race is the same as being a Sir Beckham.
Did you complete
No, I didn't run the race then. I started the race. I didn't run it.
you finish
I didn't
it?
run it. But I say, give me the knighthood done and I'll be feeling extraordinary.
You were the
happy.
starter for the race. You pulled the gun. or
No,
was it
you
done?
know,
said-
you
said
yeah,
ready,
you hold,
steady,
yeah,
go.
Oh,
exactly.
wow. For the London Marathon.
Yes,
run it?
yes, exactly.
Really?
Wow. Who?
Steady.
Yeah, I didn't run it.
Wow.
It was for the British Heart Foundation.
Wow.
Bang, shoot it. Special.
Who didn't turn
Love
up
it.
late? Who did you have to replace?
No, Dan, I was fortunate.
Yes.
You know, for my little moment, you will not take it away. It was
No.
special for myself.
No,
And I
exactly.
felt special, and I'm still grateful for it.
Good. I'm sorry that Shaka's ruined your special moment. That is it. ESPN FC will be back tomorrow.
I'd like you to call me Dr. Hislop from now.
Okay, of course, Shaka is a doctor. Of
That's
course.
right. So never mind this silk.
You ain't getting a doc.
I want to be Dr. Hislop from
You
now.
ain't getting
What should we call Don?